Chapter 8. How do organisms reproduce? Life cycle and reproduction. We all know that the lifespan of every organism is fixed, and it ultimately dies. Hence, it becomes necessary to produce new living organisms for the continuity of life. How does this happen? Let us understand this concept. All living organisms carry out various life processes such as respiration, nutrition, excretion, etc., which ultimately results in their growth and development. They mature at a certain period of time and then are able to perpetuate and produce offspring that are similar or resemble themselves in all essential features. When growth is complete, eventually their life processes cease and they die. These events, namely birth, growth, producing offspring, and death, occur in a cyclic manner, one after the other, and hence constitute the life cycle of a living organism. For example, in plants, the life cycle begins as the seed germinates and grows into a plant. This is followed by the events of flowering, fruiting, and seed dispersal. Seed germinates to produce new plants, and the process repeats itself. Do you think in order to stay alive, the process of reproduction is as important as the other life processes like nutrition, respiration, or excretion? Well, when we compare reproduction with the other life processes like nutrition, respiration, or excretion, we infer that reproduction is not essential for an organism to stay alive. A living organism can very well survive without reproducing. Now, if reproduction is not an essential characteristic of life, like respiration and nutrition, then why do living organisms unnecessarily waste their energy in creating new individuals? Why do they reproduce? Reproduction is necessary to maintain the number of individuals of a species. That is why living organisms produce more individuals of their kind to maintain their species on the earth. In this way, the continuity of every living species is maintained. It thereby prevents the extinction of the species. Living organisms produce new individuals of the same species. A new generation of species is produced from the existing individuals. This fundamental characteristic of living things is known as reproduction. For example, in the case of animals like birds and snakes, young ones hatch from eggs. In the case of plants like mango and custard apple, seeds from the fruit germinate into seedlings.